Hey, how's everybody doing out there? How y'all on this? It's a pretty beautiful Monday here in the city. I think me and the one buddy I had over who is not from San Francisco and is actually from Philadelphia. I think we're the only two people who did not wake up super happy this morning. I think most of y'all know, but if you don't, I'm a big Eagles fan, and they're playing the San Francisco 49ers, and we looked bad. We looked really, really bad. Yeah, coaching matters, my friends. Coaching matters. We're gonna play the monthly EQ here. Do this for a little while. Let people come on in. We'll talk. We'll hang out. We'll have fun like we always do, and then eventually we will do some battleground friendlies and that sort of thing. If something comes up, I'm expecting some news from Kabam this month, or this week. I mean, dude, they owe some Ascension news, man. They owe some Ascension news. We've been kind. We've been reasonable. We've been understanding. But it's time. It's time for them to let us know some things. They said they were going to try to get it to us in 2025. They obviously did not. So I think it's time, man. We're pretty deep into 2026 now. And then hopefully we all get some six stones today or soon. The Eagles have fallen. Put the Eagle hat on. No, you put your Eagle hat on, Sage. What's up? Thanks for being here. What's up, Oscar? How you doing? Giants fan here so far. So as far as losing, I feel your pain. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. You've all had it bad. You all have it bad. What's up, Justin? Thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words. What's up, Luke? How you doing, buddy? Slinger, how are you? Thank you, Venom. I appreciate the kind words. I will survive. I will survive. I will. I promise. Eventually, at some point, maybe. We'll see. What's up, General? How you doing, buddy? What's up, Hilgendorf? How are you, man? I hope you're doing really well too. I'm curious to learn the initial Ascension pool. Me too. It's fun, right? Like we were having a good little discussion about this on the Discord server at some point this weekend. And, at some point it's like just fun to speculate and to talk and to give ideas. And, I think it's important that we just never let anything go too far one direction, right? Or if we do, we bring ourselves back a little bit. But we were having a nice discussion about it. My thoughts on how Ascension could be a little better than what they've originally written, or things I hope they do or don't do. So yeah, I'm all about it. I want to speculate. I want to have a good time. But again, I don't think we should get too amped up or downtrodden on the things we don't know. And so I think respecting the stuff we don't know, but then that's where Kabam needs to come in and inform us, right? They need to come in and inform us. So, I think we're aware that some of them are on vacation, stuff like that. That's been said, that's been stated. Like Dorky Dave put that on his Twitter this weekend. But it's the 12th. It's the 12th. They didn't ask me though. They didn't ask me. Waiting for the Petula news, dude. Go Birds! Yeah, so I'm here. Let's talk about the NFL. Like, I hope you all got to see the Bears game. Well, I realize some people might not be totally happy about it, but I've become a bit of the Bears are kind of like my number 2 team, I guess. We'll just start over. There's no reason to. I enjoy Caleb Williams. I enjoy good coaching. Enjoy good coaching. And I think we all can see what a difference great coaching makes. If you watch the Eagles versus the 49ers, the 49ers were playing they had a guy who got a pass thrown his way in the game. I'm not kidding. The announcers actually said that was his first target since 2022. It's 2026. They had a guy on the field running routes who actually got a pass thrown his way, who hasn't had a target since 2022. Coaching matters. Their best, arguably, well, no, I guess he's not their best offensive player. Christian McCaffrey was on the field. Greg Kittle, right? Tears his Achilles. It pops. It was obvious during the game. And they're still scheming up ways to get practice players open. Coaching matters, man. Coaching matters. Anyways, so that's part of what I really did like about the Bears, is because I thought Caleb had a lot of skills, man. If you've been part of one of my NFL chats, the last year or so, you know that I thought he had a lot of skills. So I'm excited to see that. I like to see that sort of thing. 49ers obviously have a great coach. I think LaFleur is a great coach too. That's one of those ones where it's just two great coaches. What are you gonna do? Gonna look up here in a minute. Trying to get fancy. It's a little too early in the morning to get fancy. That's annoying, dude. With the these massive specials. The you know who else is that way is Joaquin Torres. That guy's got extra flair. We'll get this down here and probably just one more special. Let's see. This should do it. Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm also so you know what's funny on the Eagles front is Patullo. I mean, come on. And I'm curious what you all think. For anyone who just has an idea on this, you don't have to be an Eagles fan. Is like, does AJ Brown need to go too, or hear me out? Does Sirianni need to go? Because as someone who's obviously been paying attention to the Eagles for a very long time, even in the Super Bowl year, like. It felt like they were doing well despite something. You know, obviously as fans, we don't know what the something is. We'll literally never know. Like the stuff's starting to leak out now, and like LaShawn McCoy is making comments, and like, you know, and that's the media, and it's going to do what it's supposed to do and get clips and views and all that stuff. That, you know, that's fine. But like, I'm a big believer in the whole like we'll never know. We'll never truly know sort of thing. But it feels clear to me that like something has kept the team from being as amazing as it should, even in the Super Bowl year. Maybe in the game against the Chiefs, that was like, okay, that's how great this team could and should be. And so I'm wondering, like, you know, I don't know Sirianni, obviously, but like at some point, I don't know. I think you got to look and be like, what have we not changed? You know, I don't know. I'm also open for a banquet post-mortem. Yeah, I would love to get a banquet post-mortem. I'm actually surprised we haven't gotten it yet. I'm a little surprised that we haven't. Maybe they're taking time on it, or maybe Crash was on vacation. So I really want the Bears and the Seahawks so we can get the battle of the USC QBs. That would be amazing. And to another dude, just like coaching matters, right? Look at Darnold. He was like, poor guy went to the Jets. Sorry, Jets fans, but I think you know what I'm saying. And he went to the Jets, right? Or is that Mark Sanchez? Or was that both of them? I think it was both of them. I'm not trying to be a jerk here. And then, you know, ends up in Minnesota with what appears to be a good coach. And you know, gets everything right, you know, and then goes and gets paid by the Seahawks, and which is obviously another good coach. We did that out a little too long. Let's see here. Cool. So yeah, I would love to see that. As much as like I'm happy for, I have a ton of friends who are 49er fans, obviously because of where I live. And no one even invited me to any parties. And I think it was an understood, like, I really shouldn't be there. And I'm very happy for them. I truly actually am. Dude, their team's gritty and they've got some obviously amazing players. The coach is obviously phenomenal as well too. Shanahan there. There's no way they win next week, right? Like, does anyone think they actually might? I mean, there's a chance. It's the NFL. You never know. But it just feels like, it just feels not possible. And And the Seahawks look incredible. The Rams are still good though, dude. I think that Bears-Rams game is going to be pretty intense. I think the Seahawks, because right, the Seahawks are going to get the 49ers. I just don't see a way the 49ers win that game. I'll root for the Bills now that the Eagles are done. Yeah, it'd be nice to see Allen get that Super Bowl, right? But the AFC was pretty weak this season. Yeah, I don't have a ton of faith in the AFC either. Give Nick one more year, but trade AJ Brown. So I think the what we're told, right, is that Sirianni and the offensive coordinator are like best friends, right? I mean, who knows how much, again, that's being played up. But that could be a tough one of like getting rid of the coordinator, but keeping Sirianni. You know, Sirianni, I think, would probably be a pretty hot commodity if he was let go. So he's obviously got a lot of cachet. That's not really the word I'm looking to use, but I think you know what I mean. What's up, dude? Either LDRQ is just so long, even Cuttington fights the boss request. What's up, contest? Yeah, I agree. I think you guys, if you've ever seen one of my streams where we do the monthly EQ, I kind of tune out from it. I mean, it's... I don't think it's... I don't know. I'd be curious if any of you feel like it is scratching the itch that I think the band wanted it to. If I understood them, it was supposed to be like... I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I did give them the advice quite a bit, and it felt like they changed the tuning. I know also I think Seaton did as well, so it wasn't like I was alone on this. To have it be something like, I called it the bread and butter, if I recall correctly. About giving people something to do. So I guess this is something to do. But, you know, I'm obviously I'll be paying much more attention to, like, when the second Boss of Coliseum comes out. We have something called Fractured Safari coming on the 14th. We have Incursions, where the final Star-Lord piece will be available on the 21st, and then the 28th. I do think you have to do both weeks. This will be, if that's unclear, I'll get something out to make sure everyone knows, because I think that's a little different than how they normally do it. I think it's a 2-week event, but it resets in the middle, and you need to do both weeks, I believe, to get the Star-Lord piece. But yeah, like someone of my account, I'm just like not engaged with this at all. And the real irony is the way they had it set up initially, I don't think would have been engaging either. I think it just would have been more frustrating for people. Like, I don't think people would have paid more attention to it. Like, I remember its first iteration. It just felt like hey, just increase attack values, make health pools bigger. It didn't feel challenging or exciting. How are you going to get this to get by this evade with Sunspot? Air Power, let me know, because I honestly wasn't even thinking about it. So either I did it or I don't know. Looks like people are asking your question. What's with Hulkling and Valk getting nerfed that people are talking about? I don't know. I want to wait to see like if that gets confirmed by I want to see if that gets confirmed by Kabam, that like something is different or wrong. We've talked about this a little bit, that the patch notes, I went back and read the patch notes because someone pointed out that sorry, I'm having to adjust a few things on my screen. The chats are a little more active, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. I appreciate y'all being active in the chat, but I want to make sure I can see them. And someone pointed out that Nimrod's, the wording on his signature ability was different, and it did cause me to go and look at it. And indeed, it definitely was. And then that caused me to go look at the patch notes. And like, I appreciate that they attempt humor on the patch notes. I believe I do. But sometimes humor is like an interesting thing. And I'm not that I know everything about humor, but I do know that like there are times where you really shouldn't try to be humorous. And I think when you're changing signature abilities on champions that you are selling for thousands and thousands of dollars, it might not be the time for it. Oh, that was good. I died. I'm not going to restart. This is what I'm talking about, like the monthly EQ. Like I'm tuned out. I'm talking to you all and just having fun. But and so like there was, it's not vague. I mean, it kind of is of like wording of signature ability updated to reflect current performance or current something of, and I have to say that like I had not played I obviously had not played Nimrod in a long time, but I did play him for a long time. I was one of the I like to proudly say I was the first YouTuber who really was like, holy crap, this guy's different, and got that out. The way I understood they're now having his signature ability work, that's not how he was working before. It absolutely wasn't. And if it was, and we were all just wrong about how it worked before, that feels like something they should have let us know, not be like hidden decoder message sort of thing. But they do this from time to time. That's why I gave them so much crap about the changes to, like, remember when the route was changed and all that, and like they kind of were like, oh, we had no idea, we had never heard this before, and I was like, y'all are just lying. You guys forget that I've been in alliances with you for 6 years. Like, y'all just lying. I don't know why you're lying. You don't need to. You proudly tell us you can change anything whenever you want. That's fine. We all agreed to play the game. You should just say, like, this is overpowered. Like, it's not what we want, so we're changing it. So yeah. Sorry, that's a long-winded explanation to. I want to wait to see what Kabam officially says on Hulkling and Valkyrie, because they're obviously still great. It's just like, was there a change? Maybe there haven't been changed. I literally have no clue. Weapon X, it's Go Birds all day, every day. Oh yeah, just to be clear, I'm still a fan. Fandom does not mean you cannot show discontent, right? We've talked about that. Fandom does not mean, I did not take a loyalty pledge to say only positive things. That's not what happened here. But I'm a Birds fan, always will be. Hey, yeah, thank you everyone chatting on both sides. You guys have no idea how cool that is to see on the I guess now content creator side. I can't even just say just YouTuber side. I'm sure everyone's letting you know like how much it's appreciated, but it definitely absolutely is. Should we just get dance? Definitely a huge part of me. Maybe that's why I'm so comfortable with it in life. Maybe that's why I'm so comfortable with it in just general life. Drag, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for the first time chat. That's really cool. And Hilgendorf, thank you for already moderating. I love it. Thank you very much. And you know what? Yes, drops are just on. And if I read their slide correctly, these are new drops today. I'm actually looking forward to, again. Guys, is this it? Is this it? Now, if that ain't getting kabammed, I don't know what is. Am I reading this wrong? I do. Yeah, I'm on Twitch now too. What's up, RXC? I appreciate you being here, dude. Am I suffering from streamer blindness on this? I want extra 6 stones for my pain and suffering here. What is this, man? A recent event in-game did not grant proper rewards. We apologize for this error and have attached corrected items to this message. Tap below to claim them now. Thank you for your patience and understanding. I want comp for this comp, man. This is Charlie Brown getting the ball moved every time he goes to kick it, man. I hate the monthly. So Justin, that's why, like, that's it. I'm not like trying. I'm not suggesting that y'all just check out when you play it. But what I am suggesting is like, I think for the advanced accounts, it's just I ain't gonna make a spreadsheet for this. I'd rather just go through it, chat with you all, screw around, you know, like. But yeah, so the there's quite a few posts and informations that I am hoping to get very soon from the Kabam team. And yeah, the update on like what's going on with drops. Like, I mean, dude, they're gonna like give a buff champion out. That's pretty huge. And I think exciting. And just like, I think a lot of y'all know this, right? Our community's so like a veteran community, mature community. I imagine I can't be the first content creator. That sounds so, I can't call myself that. I don't know what I'm gonna have to call myself, streamer. But that, you know, in January and February a little bit, stuff goes down, you know, like people go back to work, people go back to school. Advertisers just aren't paying as much because they're no longer trying to sell like their Christmas goods, right? Or their holiday goods or New Year's goods or whatever. Sales are over. It's just like that time of year, and it hits all the streamers. And so like this drops thing is crazy. Like I don't, obviously I'm not even fully monetized on Twitch yet. It's just a matter of time. Because of the following that's already been created on the YouTube side. But you know, that sort of thing can help offset it. That's part of why the codes are such a big deal. For, I mean, obviously you guys know, of course I would love to get that back at some point. But that's why the codes are so huge, is there's just a serious drop for people, especially people who are trying to like really do this if it's their main job or a serious side hustle for them. Our drops enabled. I thought it ended on 12. So no, there's Buggy is they said that they were gonna like reset this Monday, and then I think that's gonna go for a week, and then I think at the end of this week the like long-term plan is gonna kind of start to kick in. Oh, Anthol got a generic 1-2 gem. What was that? I don't recall hearing anything about 1-2 gems. Don't see any fresh drops on Twitch. I don't know. I mean, you saw the in-game mail I just got. Like, as much as I want to be able to test new champions, although we found a way around it. It was really fun, and we're going to keep doing that. As much as I want to do all of that, and hold on, I got to pay a little attention to this fight. I tend to struggle actually with good old Klops here. He's a problematic champion. What was I saying? Oh, even this weekend I saw comments on videos being like, "Do you know what's going on with Twitch drops?" And I was like, I have literally no clue. I have no idea. Like I don't even know what you're asking. I realized the way you're asking the question means like it should be obvious that something's wrong. I have no idea I don't even know what's wrong, much less what's causing what's wrong. Some of the what's up, work? Some of the banquet rank rewards are missing 1-2 gems, so that's what the mail was. Oh, okay. I wonder why I didn't say that, because it seemed like a generic form. So this is a sort of thing where in the CCP, like I don't know, I'm just saying in my experience, I feel like this is what's happening right now. Is someone like me would be like, "Hey guys, the in-game message didn't have anything," and someone will be like, "It had a 1-2 gem," and I'd be like, "No, actually, it didn't have anything." And they'd be like, "Well, then that means you weren't supposed to get anything." And I'll be like, "Okay, but the way the message is written, it sounds like there will be something." I don't know why you would think that. Well, I think that because the message said that there was a correction of some sort. And now I'm wondering if the 6 stones I was supposed to get aren't coming. Why would you think that? And then I'm like, okay, am I really going to continue on with this? Like, I don't know why you're treating me so adversarially. I'm just literally letting you know that you're probably going to have some upset summoners, and I think it's reasonable. Like, okay, I guess I'll just shut up. Like, I have no idea. We'll see what happens. I hope that's not what's happening anymore, but we'll see. All right, thanks, guys. I think that's almost obviously the answer. It was rather, instead of isolating the emails and creating a specific one for whatever was going out, they just did a generic one. I think that's almost always the answer for these sorts of things, is it felt more efficient to do something generic, but then that something generic ends up causing, oh, that was weird, ends up causing problems. That's not good. That's a really great ability. It's not the best look, I agree. But time saved is paramount. Yep, that's exactly it. And that's why I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, sure, move on. But I understand also why people are upset about it. I used to try to convey the information. Now I'm just like, yeah. Restart, gems appear. All right, cool. I can see. I don't think I had anything missing. But I'm happy. Yeah, here, we'll restart real quick. I'll do the be right back. Just tested out Lizard for the assaults in the raid map, and he's actually fun there. Oh, dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. I hope they're, you know, it's such a small sample size so far, so I don't want to go too far with any of it. But like Peter Pavarkar, Lizard, obviously you guys know I've gotten to extensively test and play Spider Slayer, J. Jonah Jameson. Like I realize they might not be for everyone, but they are outrageously fun. And I think that would be really cool move just forward for the game of like every champion's got some sort of power somewhere where they're good and they're just outrageously fun to play. All right, let's see what this is here. Now, potion revive bundle. No. Rewards correction. I didn't even know I was missing this. So cool. That's a W. Nice job, Kabam. And what's this? The new raid bosses. Oh, that's right. This goes live today, right? It's like a thematic saga thing. Should probably read through this a little bit. It's between regular raids and nightmare raids. Spider-Man Classic. Oh, wow. That evade's going to be problematic, I bet. I see that we get a pursuit, but still, you're going to have to get the pursuit. Who's the other one here? Prowler? That power, what's he call his power drain, I think? And then, yeah, okay, so you get the vigilance to handle that part of his kit, so that's nice. And then Beta Ray Bill. Yeah, I think once people get used to his specials, he won't be too bad. Oh, that'll be cool. I'm actually looking forward to that. Hey, Chief, hey, you deserve it, man. Celebrate, have fun. That's awesome. Well, okay, then my bad. I thought it was regards to I'm not sure. I truly don't know what that I have no idea why I got it. You know what? I think I was in the 2 to 3%. I think I just barely missed the 1%. I wasn't shooting for a certain level or anything like that, so it didn't really hit me, or I was like, it's fine. My alliance got top 15. So I didn't pay too much. I didn't focus in on it at all. But now that you're saying it, yeah, I think I actually was 2 to 3%. So I think you're probably correct. Vibing with your stream, gang. Got friends who love to join next time. Add me on Discord. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Hey Vega, would you say Lizard is worth ranking but low sig? He's obviously worth ranking because he's fun and powerful and will be ascendable. We have him ranked about. I haven't seen something for Lizard that makes me feel like our tier list spots of him are off in any way, shape, or form. I believe we have him in basically the 3rd tier in both PvE and PvP formatting. So, and he's like I think a 7. I think he's a 7 in the BG's tier list. So he's like good. He's one of those champions where if you want to use him and do cool things with him, he's going to be more than adequate for you. Which is kind of what I think they're doing moving forward. But again, the sample size is so small. I don't want to go. That's no way like a proclamation. It's more just like, that's what it seems like they're doing. LKM, thank you so much for being here, buddy. Lizard seems like a safe long-term investment of resources. I agree. Oh, wow. I shouldn't be talking right now. Let me finish this off. Ultimately, I agree. And again, I enjoy this sort of stuff, but I want to be clear. We just don't have enough information to know. I do hope Kabam gives us the, even when they give us the pool of 30, unless they give us like this, like, we are doing this, which there's no way I think they should do that. I'm not encouraging them to do it. Say like, oh, we're just doing this with Champions now. There's no way in hell they should say that. They should just do what feels right and go along, right? Create a fun game. Is that's part of why I was so excited about JJJ Spider Slayer. One, I do really think he's significantly better than people realized. But you know, the big videos have come out saying he sucks, and like there's nothing. I can do the videos, I can show these things. It'll just take time. And the thing that I think that people are often also forgetting is that they're supposed to be like ascendable right away. Like if you pull them, you get like a token, and that's going to make them ascendable. So I also wonder how much it's possible that they were balanced around the idea like they're immediately going to get like 15% more powerful. He doesn't need that at all. He's very, very usable and good. But we'll see. I mean, like, time will tell. And you guys know I love talking about that stuff, though. I'm trying to read chat. Probably should read it before the fight starts. All right. Dude, throw it. Throw it. There you go. Oh man, I misgauged it. I thought we had enough, but we did not. See, this will probably end it. Okay. Avengers Tuesday comes out a week before the 2026 banquet. 7-star Doctor Doom guaranteed. So possibly, but remember that the Stellar Forged, I always call them Reforged, but Stellar Forged is ending with Doom. Again, there's a Discord discussion on my Discord recently where we're talking about like how OP, I think it was like Maddie was talking about how like OP Deathless Thanos is. And I believe they've stated that like he's supposed to be better. Like he's supposed to be juiced, you know, let's call it. And if they're following suit, which I think it's reasonable to assume they are, it is a year-long chase. I think they know how excited we all will be for Doctor Doom. I'm wondering if it's actually that. If it's the Stellar Forge Doom and he's just like crazy good, right? Just crazy good. I would love to see 7-star Doom in the game. I wonder how he holds up. I think someone did a video like that recently. It seems like something Trappy would do, or Nick136, of like how good would 7-star Doom be in today's game, where they take him on the CCP server and they boost him up and stuff like that. I'd be hype either way. I love Doom. I love Doom. Are you excited for the next Titan Crystal? Absolutely, yeah. Because I'm still going to continue to open up a few Titans here and there when like they come with rewards or something to be entertaining and have some fun. I would like to get Lizard for all the reasons we just said. But yeah, like, you know, I was lucky. Hopefully you've seen it. I was lucky enough to pull JJJ in preparation for testing them out for stream and videos. And I pulled a 7-star. And I'm aware, based on the drop rates, that I'm probably not going to pull too many of those champions, right? So yeah, I'm excited for it. I think we're all reasonably excited for Blue Marvel. And I don't know anything about Pixie, I'll be honest. I've never even heard of Pixie. But I'm excited for her. I'm sure I have a feeling she'll be good. If anyone who knows Pixie, like the actual character, Does she have a like? Would it be reasonable for her to have an evade? Because I have a feeling she's going to have an evade. I think it would make sense. And I see those wings, and I feel like winged characters are typically like fluttering around, and they cause miss and evade and all this stuff. And also, I feel like we're seeing again. I've been talking about slow and how I think it's kind of back. Hey, OME, what's up, dude? Jason, what's up, buddy? Yo, what's up? Thanks for being here. It makes sense with the JJ. Yeah, I think slow is like back. Like almost nothing's back to the way it was when it first came into the game, right? Like we're seeing Kingpin. Kingpin's back. He's not back to what he was because the game's just so much bigger now. They did a nice job advancing the game. And so I don't think slow is going to be quite as powerful, you know, or widely used or whatever as it was. But man, this is one thing it's not annoying, but I'm like, damn it, I got to start ranking up my lower level champions, get them to rank 2 and rank 3 and all that. So yeah. I'm curious if anyone knows anything about Pixie. I just saw her. She looks cool. I think they said Honeydew's making her. Honeydew makes amazing champions, dude. Like, I really, really enjoy Honeydew's champions. I think they really do a great job of like making them current and slowly advancing the game. Like the power creep is not too nutty with her champions, and they're just so fun to play. So yeah, I'll be excited for Pixie. All right, let's get some of these. Very good. Come on, dude. Actually didn't mean to do that. All right. Cyclops, man, the highs are high, but when they don't go for the intercept, you almost feel like you got away with one. Oh my god. Let's just throw it. And that's my fault for trying to intercept with a special when he's got a bar of power. I'm thinking of taking Falcon Taurus to at least R3. His slow is practically 100%. Dude, I really like him. I know I'm not the only one. I think I saw Nagase put out a video on him with the buff. I think Cap Murdoch did like a solo raid showcase maybe. But I did a full review on him. I reviewed all of the buff champions except for Strange. And I truly really like him. In fact, if I was not holding on to, I could rank for I think 3 champions right now based on tier 7 basic. If I wasn't holding on to that for future videos or in case I pull Strange or I have a feeling I'm gonna like Star-Lord. I would have taken him to rank 4. I think he's very, very good. I don't think we're going to see him pop off in too many Battlegrounds metas, which, because of our game and the way like YouTube works, it makes him a little harder to show people how he and why he's so good. Like it's hard. It's kind of like this. It's the same situation with J. Jonah Jameson, Spider Slayer. Is like I can do the video and I can show everyone like, oh my god, look at this, or look at the openings he creates, or like, but the people who've been told he's bad, they're going to continue to point like, yeah, but that fight took 1 minute and 5 seconds, and I've seen this other champion do it in 55 seconds. So why would I do this? And it's like, okay, trust me, you're going to come up to fights that are going to be tough where you're going to wish you had this falter or this plus 25% ability accuracy or just whatever. And I think Walking Taurus fits in there because like, there's no way for me to put on a thumbnail in a way that's exciting. 100% uptime on slow, you know? But if I could put like 2 yellow crits over 100k on a thumbnail, you know, like, and I get it. I want to be clear, I'm not complaining. I do thumbnails like that too, and 2, I also click on those thumbnails. Like I get it. It's just gonna take time. It's just gonna take time. What's up, Pork Chop? How you doing, man? Thanks a lot for being here. Black and Bird. I have 3 so far. Oh, this is going back to the Titans, but I'm going to get more from Radiance, BG, and Coliseum. Nice, dude. If you've already bought them, good luck. I hope you crush it. Have a great time. If we're talking about Titans, I would caution about maybe spending your currencies to get them, unless you just want to have a great time. Go for it. The Titans should be really, really good. And I would normally suggest using your currencies for rank up resources. Just because you just never know with the RNG. But if you're like, hey, I just want to increase my roster and have a good time with that sort of stuff, absolutely go for it. I wish you all the luck in the world with the Titans. Yeah, Brennan, I'm pumped up for the Coliseum rewards coming in soon too. Like, it's just on the 21st, the second boss should come out, so that's another grip of rewards for us to get. So that should be good. We do not know the timeline for Magic. They more than teased her in this last live stream though. Like, she was all over the place. Like, she's in the art. So I think it's got to be soon. But no, to the actual essence of your question, no, we don't know the actual for sure timeline. Although Yusafa seems very excited lately, and he's a huge Tiger fan, so I don't want to oversimplify it too much, but there is a chance he knows something. Maybe ask him next time you see him live stream. He's been live streaming more. It's been really cool to see, man. I think he genuinely wants to give this a go. It's my sense. I haven't asked him or anything. Like, he doesn't seem like he's just like screwing around and hoping the for Loki like Alliance tag like gets him views. Like, to me, for quite a while, it seems like he's genuinely, seriously trying to do something. And I think that's awesome. He and I of a similar age. I think I'm a little older than him, and I think there's something to starting a strong side hustle and really giving it effort. Even though he and I are obviously have great careers. I like him. I was in For Loki for quite a while with Yusafa. This Taurus conversation reminds me of the comments you've had previously about Dust as well. Dude, exactly. Dust is a phenomenal one. Is like, I just, at some point, it's just people who I think have grown to trust the content creator of like, well, they're saying they're pretty good. I'll click on the video and see, it almost just takes that. And I get it. I mean, you guys know I've done CCP. It's a lot of CCP new champ videos. You're limited by time, and you're limited by wanting to play the game, and you're limited by trying to do other videos. So I've been wrong on new champions before too. Like, for me, my biggest miss, or I'm sure there's others, but the one that like I was like, oh my god, I like thought about taking the video down. I was so wrong, but I didn't because she wasn't like too widely available, at least not awakened. Was Isophene. Honestly, like, in testing her, I was having no problems with the crit rate. I mean, she wasn't hit monkey. I'm not trying to overstate it, but like, I was having no crit issues. She was so good, dude. I thought I was being conservative with where I rated her on the tier list. But man, was I wrong. Oh shoot. I didn't realize I had this could be bad. I felt badly about that one. I got her really wrong. Rough football weekend? No, why would you ask that? I don't understand. What could possibly, why would you say that, man? I don't know. That's a weird thing to say to me. Yeah, man, this weekend didn't go as planned, my friend. I don't think this SB1 will hit hard enough. Yeah. Yeah, it was not a delightful weekend, my friend. The sea was angry, and so was I. Kitty Pryde worth rank if you like her. I think she's going to be more of a second tier champion. Still great in my tier list. Second tier is amazing. But going back to the conversations we've been having about champions not being what they once were, as far as like just overall dominance of the game, I think that very much applies to Kitty Pryde. You're gonna see cool stuff. She's great. Second tier champions are phenomenal on my tier list. But yeah, I think that's about more what you're gonna see. I've got like a notification on the Twitch side. Oh, path to affiliate complete. Oh, cool. So I think we might be monetized on the Twitch side really soon, which would be awesome. I was hoping it was about drops, but I probably don't get credit for watching my stream while I'm streaming. Two, what's up? Thank you so much for the first time chat and for hanging out on the Twitch side. I do feel like Skill had a very good 2025 to get caught up in a meta relevance. Wouldn't mind more phenomenal skill champions though. Same here. You can say that about every class as far as I'm concerned. As I would say, I would love more phenomenal blank class and just fill in the blank as you want. Sweet spot with Photon 6. Let's pull that up because I want to confirm it. Once she's awakened, I feel like if I remember correctly, her SIG is primarily defensive. You can utilize the you can utilize it a little bit for no, it hits into her block if I recall. So I think it depends on how good of a defender you want her to be, because that does really start to matter, not only for like punishment into the block of the attacker, but for stalling it out, especially if you're spec'd into an equity, right? Thank you very much, too. I appreciate it. That's an incredibly kind thing to say. Thank you. And so you seem like the kind of person that like we're talking about with the, you know, like you probably like, okay, you're at least going in and watching the video on Spider Slayer, J. Jonah Jameson. You might still think he's not good, but at least you watch it, be like, well, Vega really means what he's saying. Okay, Photon's improved control of the grant her immunity all neutralized. So that's why that's really big. I know neutralize isn't as prevalent, I think. Again, as the game grows, but I still really like that SIG 1 on her. For every debuff in the opponent, their block damage is reduced by... Yeah, I mean, that can come into some amount of play offensively, but I still feel like that's more defensive. And the Photon has 65% chance to inflict one of her personal energy vulnerabilities on the opponent when struck by or blocking a light attack. So I'm curious if you all agree. I feel like she's kind of a SIG 1 if you want to use it for the neutralize immunity. Or go all the way, take her to SIG 200. She's a great investment. She's phenomenal. Like, yeah, I do think Spider-Woman, due to her just kind of broken nature in the right spots, and like she can take class disadvantage matchups pretty easily and stuff, has kind of become the quote-unquote better champion. But Photon's, there's a reason I call her cheat code, dude. Like, it just, you take her into stuff and she just handles so much for you. She's amazing. She's really amazing. I agree with you on Photon assessment. Mine is currently SIG 100, likely maxing out. Okay, cool. That's good to hear because I think I took her to high SIG pretty fast. So I didn't really play her much at like somewhere between 100 and 200. Tarte, no drops. No drops. Not that I want you to go check other channels, but hey, I respect it. If you're seeing them elsewhere, let me know. But I think that's on the Kabam or Twitch side. Like, drops are enabled. I'm playing MCoC. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I really do. I really am. Back on YouTube. Same to you, PP. Thanks so much for being here. I hope the new year's going phenomenally for you. The good news is, they were going back to the NFL. What's up, Heinz? Thanks for being here, bud. Oh, OME. Yeah, I'm all in on the Bears. I'm all in on the Bears. If I'm invited to a 49ers party, like a cheer party, obviously I'll cheer. I'm never going to be that guy that goes and cheers against my host. Unless they're playing the Eagles and they invited me. They know I'm an Eagles fan, but that's very, very rare. But outside of that, I'll at least outwardly cheer for the team that everyone else is cheering for. I want to see people happy, you know? And yeah, I'm all in on the Bears. That's so incredible to see the comeback. And new teams in the Super Bowl, that will be exciting, right? I'd love to see Allen get a Super Bowl. I love the coaching of the Broncos. I love the coaching of the Seahawks. We got some pretty big Seahawks fans on the Discord server, so I'd love to see them happy. We've got Bears fans as well, as you can see right there. So yeah. Oh, that was a funny interaction. Got clipped. At least you didn't drive 6 hours. Go to Eagles game to only have that outcome. A friend of mine did and said to drive home. Oh, dude, I would feel horribly for them. I'm sorry. I did do that once though. So I lived in San Diego for quite a while with my wife, and the Eagles played the Arizona Cardinals in the NFC Championship game. And I mean, all respect to that Cardinals team, the Eagles had no business losing. Like, there's like no bit like I that was still never fully gonna understand how that happened. And that drive home was rough, dude. Rough. I was not happy. Obviously I was a lot younger then too, so I think I was more prone to the ups and downs of my sports team. Dude, Weapon X, that one was all kinds of like, and we were in Arizona. And Cardinals fans, you know, the saying like act like you've been there before. They were definitely showing they had never been there before. Like it was just me and not looking to like judge Cardinals fans at all on this. Okay, I get it, and but it was just me and my wife. Her sister had come along as well too, but she ended up doing something else. I don't think she even got a ticket to the game, if I remember correctly, and. There was multiple moments in the parking lot, like leaving. I was genuinely scared. It was just me and my wife, and the stuff like being said to us and whatever. It was like, it was the ugly side of sports, in my opinion. And yeah, I haven't thought about that in forever. That's a long time ago. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, jeez, that's crazy. That was Kurt Warner, like Anquan Bolden, right? Am I remembering that? And that's McNabb was the quarterback. I don't remember if Terrell Owens was on the team yet. I'm trying to remember that era. It had to, I think it was Kurt Warner and Anquan Bolden were like the stars of the Cardinals at that time, if I remember correctly. Dread, what's up, dude? Yeah, the Cardinals had never been there. Like, it was... yeah. I don't think there's any excuse, though, for ever, like genuinely picking on a couple like that when you're in, like, a group of guys. Like, there's just... I don't know. That's just, I don't think there's ever an excuse. There's no excuse for it. But let's move on. Let's talk about happier things. Yes, Kurt Warner. Okay. Yeah. Toxic sports fans are the worst. I completely agree. Tio wasn't there yet. Okay. It was a long time ago. Okay. I think I said hello to Dread, but if I didn't, what's up, Dread? What are my thoughts on AJ Brown's situation? You know what's funny, right? It's like, I think the way the Eagles are built and have been run for so long, there's this idea for me that you have to trust Howie. Like, you just have to. And he's not going to get everything right, of course, but like, the results just speak for themselves over such a long period of time. But what I hope is that either Sirianni or AJ Brown is not on the team next year, or there's just like overglowing reports and evidence that like whatever was the problem, they figured it out. Like I want to see them having picnics together. Like I want to see them like skipping and holding hands. I want to see them being like the godfather for each other's children. Like I like something's wrong. I think it's obvious. Something is wrong. And so unless one of them's gone, I want to see signs that like whatever it was has been figured out. So yeah. Not catching the ball. I think like there's this whole like receivers or divas idea. That probably is something about the position appealing to a certain personality type. But like I think I don't know, I'm curious for those of you who played sports. And I don't think you had to have played football, to be honest. I think this is just one of those things where, like, if you played sports, team sports, you have to play a team sport. I think you can kind of understand it, because I did not play football, but I played team sports my whole life, or my whole youth. Was like, receiver in particular feels like your whole job, unless it's a run play, is typically to get open. And so then when you get open, or you feel like you're open, and the ball doesn't go your way, I can see like a frustration building. Like it feels very natural to me, having played a variety of sports, where like football is so unique and the receiver position is so unique in that way that like it's a pass play. There's anywhere from 2 to like 5 or 6 receivers or ball catchers going out for a pass that like, like if a receiver gets 10 targets in a game, that's a lot, right? And so you're the big dog, you want to be the number one, and like the ball doesn't come to you. I could see how a irritating scenario develops without it being that the receiver's a diva. Do you know what I'm saying? That being said, when you do the things that AJ Brown has done, you gotta catch the damn ball. Right? Like, so yeah. Hurts. I know. I do. That's why I went with the Godfather. That's why I actually went with. But I want to see with Sirianni and AJ, because reports are that AJ Brown left the game before, or left the locker room before reporters could do interviews, and that he came over and gave Jalen a hug, like they broed out for at least a second. Like again, it's reports, so who truly knows? But there's like multiple accounts that AJ stopped at some very specific spots, and that Hurts was one of them. So, next topic. I'll ask some game-related questions. You have control. You're not a victim. They are who they thought they were. They are who we thought they were. I see the question on the Twitch side. We'll get to that. I just want to make sure that there's nothing crazy added to this fight. Nope, there's nothing crazy added to the fight. So we need to start getting some Nimgod footage. So we'll get this fight done, and then hopefully you're still there, LKM, COC. I apologize for the wait there. What are we at? A minute 20. Nimrod boss. And then guys, it's been a while. We've been chatting and moving pretty slowly. I'd love to. We can open this up to some friendlies. All right, so this is the monthly EQ. I believe, what is this called? Elder difficulty, I think. You can't get your invalidates, but fight or flight, bubble shield. I think Nimrod's just gonna crush this. Let's go. I'm actually gonna switch to the invalidate. Yeah, there we go. And I don't think we need it, but let's go ahead and get the energize and the vulnerability up. That was weird. And I think that's going to be it, despite that being, what was it, 650,000 health? Oh, man, it was not. But, yeah, it turns out Nimrod doesn't care. He's like, that is cute, a little dinosaur. It is time for you to go away. 42 seconds. Okay. Nimrod's good. Question, do you tie your left or right shoe first? Yes, there's a correct answer. Well, of course there's a correct answer, because I obviously tie one of them first, so obviously there is a correct answer. Yes, I purposely misinterpreted your question. I don't know. Actually, I've never thought of that before. Let's go ahead and start doing signups for Friendlies. If you're already on my friends list, go ahead and just send a friendly request. And we will we'll get to it. I have no idea. In fact, I'm pretty positive that I don't have a dominant shoe. I this is gonna sound cryptic as hell, man. But I'm almost positive I do not tie one shoe first consistently. And no, I'm not going to tell you why. That's personal. Now everyone's going to be like, is he a pirate? Does he have a peg leg? What's going on? Check later for Friendlies. Got to go to me. All right, I hope you have a great meeting, buddy. Snoops, what's up? Do you think should be in here? Your ODC makes you put on the left shoe, then right, then tie the first. Oh my God, that is. I'm a left to right guy. I probably am too. I probably default to that without realizing it. Okay, so this is back to the photon. Minus SIG 200. LA might asked and didn't know how to answer the question without sounding like a smart ass and saying all champs need 6. So that's the thing with that question, right? It's like, I'm a Seahawks guy, dude. All right, best of luck to you guys. Talk about an amazingly coached team. Y'all look good. I like seeing the better team win, and y'all seem like you're the better team in almost every matchup. So I'll be cheering for you. Near comeback is real. Top 5 tech, maybe we'll see. I'm curious what they do with like Pixie and Mutants going forward, but he's definitely got a role. The game's so huge that like, okay, so he can't take Nimrod, or he can't take Onslaught. We'll be okay. All right. If anyone wants to sign up for Friendly, let me know. We'll wait a few minutes on this for signups. If not, we can just jump back into the monthly EQ. It's just so not exciting that I'm very open to doing something else for a while. What were we going to talk about? The shoes. There was something there. I've never done raids before. Oh, cool. I was assigned tactician. Okay. So 2 shoe. I would absolutely suggest. Oh wait. Okay. I will accept that. Whoever it's from, go and do the solo raids. It is incredibly helpful. It is incredibly helpful. It's also great for your XP growth. Clobber in time. Doesn't do a ton of videos, but when he does, they're really well done. And is relatively active on Twitter. Yeah. And has already up to level 67. And that's a big part of why I've asked him a few questions about it. So yeah, I would recommend that for sure. Victory Tractor. I only have the Victory Track available. I forgot that the GC was even available. Okay. Brennan, I don't see you on either side saying to not ban champions, but for anyone in the future, if you don't want a champion banned, just let me know. And I'll respect it. This is the idea here is to help each other out. And for the most part, unless something's just crazy, I will ban your lower level champions. What I'm currently planning to do as I move into, because I want to try to get through the victory track as efficiently as possible. I don't know how quickly it'll happen, but efficiently. Probably stream a lot of it. Is I think I'm going to move to banning Yelena. I don't want to take her up to rank 4 just for this. I do think she's good, so she might be worthy anyways. And who else? I think I was going to ban Red Skull and Yelena. Oh, and Yondu. Mainly because I don't have Yondu. And I see how amazing he is. Anyone in particular? Nah, let's just actually play. Like, try to do well. Like, thank you. I appreciate asking, B. I'm essentially just gonna try to do well and get footage for videos. It's time to start doing the. It's time to start getting out the showcases for all the rank 4s. Hey, what's up, Josie? Thanks so much for being here, bud. Sig's apparently slowly coming in. Dude, that's cool. That's really cool. It also means I messed up as a YouTuber. I made a mistake, but that's okay. I shall persevere. Do you want practice of Nico versus Serpent? You're not going to hear me in time. Sorry, B, if you did. I would have been happy to put that on there for you. I found her to be effective enough. She can heal back so much that a parry or two hasn't stopped her from having good results. All right. Yeah, dust. Dust is a problem. I don't really want to do that. I probably should have used Nimrod and just accepted the loss. Well, let's see what happens. One of the reasons I struggle with us as much as I do is I have not gotten intercepting her down at all. She gets down underneath my intercepts. Like she ducks down, that foot comes forward, and my intercept timing with her is just badly off. I'm aware that like that one just went well. But in general, I can't intercept her to save my life. I realize I've now just pulled up 2 of them, including one being a light intercept, but I promise I'm actually really bad at the thing I've just done 3 times in a row. Make that 4. Wait, what is she immune to? What is she immune to that is coming up? What is she immune to? What is MCoC placing off of the SP1 that Dust is immune to? The bleed. Oh my god, thank you. I kept forgetting about the bleed. I was like, no, the incinerate, she's not immune to incinerate. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Photon refused to block. Yeah, that's going to be the problem this meta. Thanks, guys. Oh my gosh. Don't listen to me. It's alright, Snoops. I'm the one that forgot that MCoC replaces a bleed. So, yeah. Maybe I'm the one that shouldn't be listened to. Yeah, and then I kind of needed MCoC for this fight. Alright. MCoC should work though against Dust. OME, I know you're only typing, but if you're what's the strategy there? Wow, he got up quick. That is fast for a big robot. This will be fun. Get the incinerate debuff. So, but essentially I'm just hoping for crits then. So if I'm reading you correctly, it can work. It's not a good matchup though. Because doesn't she have like crazy crit resistance? Well played, B. Thanks for the matchup, buddy. Doesn't Dust have like crazy crit resistance? And I can't really hit her block to get ignited. I saw Nagase talking about on the official Discord saying, what am I going to do with all these SIGs that just gonna expire? Where they're talking about getting their SIG. So I assume he not someone who like, oh yeah, Nagase's not a liar at all. No, Nagase's not a liar. I could do a be right back. If you guys, if anyone wants to sign up for the, for a friendly, let me know. We'll do Barry back screen and I will, I'll see if I've got them. What happened, Snoops? Or is the dam just the not quite finishing off Sentinel? Yeah, that's my fault though. I was pushing it. I figured you were gonna have a decent score, and so I was trying to push it with Kushala. What surprised me more was how quickly Sentinel got up from. I went in for the stand-up intercept. And he got up and threw a light before, well, obviously before I got there. Yeah, so I don't have them yet. That's okay. Just those. Okay, cool. Thanks, Snoops. I appreciate the dam then. Again, anyone wants to do friendly, send friend request for friendly. I've only done one map so far, so crush. Let's do it, buddy. Let's have a good time. The account name I'm expecting hasn't come up. Let me know. Let me know what it is, unless we already were friends, which we might have been. Yeah. It's funny to go through the friends list sometimes. Yeah, that's what I was looking for, Ghost Runner. Maybe the servers are a little funky right now with the 6 zones being sent out. GG has been scared to go after Nimrod, so I'm glad for the practice. Yeah, of course. That's what this is all about. Did he even throw a special, or did you play like patient and let Serpent's power gain kind of take over? And I'm curious if you threw SP1s or SP2s, actually, if you don't mind sharing that, B. Anyone else? Anyone else for friendlies? People usually love friendlies. Okay, yeah, good call. Shows you that I don't know how to do search. Huh, that's weird. Oh, I'm doing great. Red one Wapo. Thanks for being here. One Po. Thank you so much for being here, buddy. Appreciate it. I see the membership too. Thank you very much for that. That's very kind of you. All right, old man easy beat you to it, but we'll get you next, Ghost Runner. Oh, dude, no, I literally want to talk football. I enjoy talking football, and it's in the title. But Something's got to go. Something absolutely has to go. Yeah, we've been talking about it quite a bit actually, or I've been talking about it. But yeah, like yesterday proved it. All week I was like, nah. They've been like coasting. They're saving all the like the true intensity, including the coaches for the play. No. The 49ers were. The 49ers had really cool plays, schemed people open and stuff. Yeah. They did. They did a great job. They did a great job. The Eagles not so much. The Eagles not as much. OME, it's probably a little late, but if there was someone you did not want banned, you gotta let me know. I'm sorry if I banned who you're counting on. And I love your loyalty to Angela, dude. In fact, I hope you kick my butt with an Angela on this one. Yep, I thought the exact same thing. I thought it was just, some understandable kind of coasting. I was wrong. I was very, very, very horribly, terribly wrong. Even until the end. Like, even at the end, the final drive, I was like, they'll pull it together. Clutch teams do clutch stuff. Nope. No. Oh, Emmy, you're gonna love it. Trust me. The water is warm. It's a great time to just jump right on in. Well, basically on offense, what you're gonna want to do is parry a lot. Just do a lot of parrying, just like over and over. It'll be good. Trust me. Snoops. Yeah, don't even attack. Just parry. It's a weird meta. It's damage on parry. Not going to say who gets the damage on the parry, but trust me. I've been playing a lot since I kept losing yesterday, trying to get my daily BG's points. I mean, it's such a massive quantity of the super daily event points from winning a BG's matchup that it's worth it. I do the same. Like, I will often be like, all right, I'm going to try to do this. But I've played a little bit off of stream, but most of my playing's been on stream with y'all. It's the victory track, so I'm not trying to say, like, it doesn't matter. But, yeah. Although I was watching Cantona's video on it today, and he was saying that it actually is, there will not be an additional node when we make the Gladiator circuit. So that's pretty cool. And it is fun. I know people find it frustrating, and some of the fights are very, very frustrating. I get it. Like, you see me get frustrated, but like in general, I think it's fun. As a treat every once in a while. I wouldn't want, most metas to be like this, but as a general thing, I think it's a good time. Have I told you lately how I feel about Serpent? Cantona's video on it was phenomenal. Cantona does really good videos. The information, I think, is very. I watched him for quite a while before I asked him if he was interested in joining Illuminati, and would watch him on streams and stuff like that. And you know what's interesting is Trappy is actually the one, or Trap is the one that got me to really start paying a lot more attention to Cantona. This goes back quite a while. Where I was talking with DMing with Trap, or we were messaging, and he's like, "You really need to start watching Cantona more." And then I started attending some of Cantona streams, and I was just really impressed. I was really, really impressed. So yeah, I'm trying to get him to up his YouTube game a little bit. Not YouTube, his thumbnail game a little bit. Because it just makes such a difference. It's pretty wild, like what a difference it makes, but it does. There is a drop. There should be, dude. I'm sorry if they're not coming in. That's either on the Kabam or the Twitch side. I'm sorry, yeah, but there should be. You're always telling everybody I'm serving. Oh, yeah. The back of this jacket actually has a big picture of Serpent with like a big I love on it. It's great. It's great. You'd love it. Vega gave me good. Yeah, I've noticed you put more work into it as well, actually. I'm always available to help out or answer questions in DMs or anything you have, buddy. Yeah, I think it's fun. As obviously you guys know, I've been a lot of trial and error for me on the old YouTubes. Oh, really, Hilgendorf? Okay. After this, I will take a look at that. Maybe I misunderstood Kabam's slide, but we'll pull it up after this matchup. We'll see. I think Black Panther could be a nightmare if the AI doesn't cooperate in this meta. I'm curious. Yeah. If Black Panther's AI does not cooperate, I think he's just going to be a freaking menace. Because I think he's got like some crazy block pen already. And so like I got lucky that Luma was eventually willing to block and just let me hit into it. What software do I use for streaming? OBS. I run just basic OBS. A lot of people like the add-ons of, I think it's Streamlabs has an extension. I didn't enjoy Streamlabs when I first started getting set up, and I think they actually had some pretty crazy controversy. There was a couple YouTube channels that I was following that did like various like how to set up streams and how to do this, and more than one covered something with Streamlabs. Yeah, Streamlabs, and was like, you don't want to mess with this, and so I avoided them. But I do know quite a few MCoC YouTubers, or at least I believe quite a few MCoC YouTubers use Streamlabs and like it. So yeah. What are you using for? I have an Elgato installed directly into my computer system. So I connect directly to the Elgato, which then, goes through the computer, and the computer connects to the OBS. Let's see. BP, yeah, I think that's I hadn't even thought of that scenario. I just was like, I think BP is gonna be cool. Good, love it. I think he's possibly gonna be an absolute nightmare. Thanks, work. Yeah, I'll check the... Wait. I'm guessing that it's a buff heal that Nimrod gets. Dude, just hold your block, please. Oh my god, what is this? Oh my god, she didn't even hold her block there. I don't even care. And somehow she parries the special. I cannot stand her as a defender. Like, she feels so outrageously cheap as a defender. Okay. Yeah. Crazy meta gonna do crazy things. If they don't block, you're kind of screwed, and Photon will destroy you like that. I want to see that. So I guess Nimrod's SP is a heal buff. Is that what happened? Because in theory, he should be able to do that fight. Oh, I was probably in Blitz. I wasn't in Titan. Because it's a passive. Okay. Oh, you know, I wanted to we'll have to bring my friendly work here. All right, cool. I hope everything goes well at work. Thank you, OME. I appreciate you doing the friendly. Do you know Hulkling? I have not. I didn't. To be honest, I'm not even totally sure how I would measure that. I wanted to hear what Kabam ends up having to say. What is it? Yeah, let me look at the slide. Because my goal is not to mislead people. If there's no drops, there's no drops. I don't want to say there's drops if there isn't. Shoot, I don't even have the slide. What's up, Zachary? Thanks for being here, bud. Vega C last. Slide is 1510 into the live stream. Does the slide make... I obviously I just misunderstood the slide. Because I thought it was for sure today. Monday. Like I did it to the way I read it, there would not be a downtime in the drops at all. Let's see. This way everyone can see it. Let's see here. New Twitch drops in 2026 includes exclusive 7-star champion. Will require milestones over multiple months for the chase. Dupes possible beyond initial acquisition. Finalizing details now. Dev diary out soon. Drops open to all creators streaming MCoC this month. So, like, to me, I read bullet point 2, and I would expect there to be drops this month. This stream's track is open until next Monday. Today is the next Monday. Additional Twitch drop rewards open next week. So maybe, I don't know. You guys tell. I mean, obviously there's no drops, or I guess there's no drops. Yeah, it just says open next week. So that could be Tuesday, it could be Wednesday, it could be whatever. So okay, yeah, I am not looking to mislead people. So I will change the title on Twitch. I apologize to everyone. I thought there were drops. Right. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. I appreciate y'all bringing it to my attention. Does it matter if you die in raids? No. No, in fact, you will. There's a timeout at like 10%, I think is the most you can do of a health bar at once. Patreon ought to be really good for science, chance, and evade, right? Since this block provision can't be lowered past a certain amount. I think so. We could test it out. You want to see it live? Let's do it. Soups, do you have time for a friendly? What is that? Why is that happening? I can put him into the deck real quick. He's a good champ. Let's put him in the deck. Here, I'll remove Black Panther for now. And I assume you mean like you could still parry. Yeah. If anyone is able to do or wants to do friendly, let me know. Otherwise, in just a minute or two, I'll jump in and go back to the monthly EQ, the exhilarating monthly EQ. I probably won't still be going in 45, but if I am and you're around, hit me up for sure. It's crazy though on the Twitch side, like there's like hundreds of people watching a AFK stream. Yeah, and like this is one of those ones where it's like you pay the price for being ethical. Because there's definitely MCoC streamers right now that say drops on. There's a chance they just don't know. Hundreds of people watching and no one's asked. But yeah. What's up, Sanskrit? How you doing, buddy? Actually dying in raid without doing much damage. Oh, that's true. Thank you for being a bit explaining a bit more. Yeah, that could get expensive. OME is correct there. All right. If anyone wants to do a friendly, you just hit up in one of the chats. Otherwise, we will jump back into the monthly EQ. And if you've gotten the 6 stones, let me know. So far, we just but Nagase is saying they got 6 stones, or did they say they got 6 stones, or did they just say they didn't know what they were going to do with the 6 stones? This is again similar to like the slide where I'm like, oh no, there'll be drops, and then we read through it and we're like, wait, no, 2, 3, and then you get to like bullet point 4, and you're like, oh, they didn't say they would be renewed on Monday. So sometimes you gotta read the fine print. You gotta read the fine print. All right, we'll get back to this. All right, and what class is this? Skill. The defender can invade while they're suffering from disorient, incinerate, or shock. All right, cool. Are there any problematic defenders at all? All right, we'll save Sean, and that's it. And does this have Mixmaster on it? Is that what it was? What's causing the evade? It's probably Mixmaster. We'll check it real quick. It is Mixmaster. Okay, so sad Jaguars lost. I'm sorry. I thought y'all were gonna win for sure. There's quite a few Bills fans on my Discord server, like long time fans, and also like on the Discord. So I am sorry, but I thought Jags were gonna win. In fact, it might be a little too early for it. Do you think you get to a point like later this week or sometime in this off season where you're so happy with the progress that was made? Because that's another team that, like, man, coaching, huh? I've obviously forgotten the... Oh no, he can't evade. What am I doing? We're just shutting off the evade. Numbnuts over here. Yeah, they did well. I know, but it's so early to already be like taking the moral victories, right? But they do obviously look like an ascendant team. Your quarterback is looking like the talented player you thought they were going to be. He looks like you got the right coach in place. Your number one draft pick barely even played this season. Like, there's a lot of reason to think good things are happening. Hopefully, don't lose the QB. Isn't he signed, or is he past his? Is he past his contract now? Has the last section been? I have no clue, dude. So historically, a lot of the like public-facing Kabam employees go on a sizable vacation. Which, I mean, dude, you guys know I went on vacation for a month a couple years ago. Like, there's no shade intended by that comment. It's just the facts. Go on a sizable vacation after like the Christmas, New Year's holiday. So things are just, they're always a little slower in January as far as these sorts of things are concerned. He's signed for a while still. Jack's issues draft capital give up to. Yeah, that one might. In hindsight, that's looking really bad. It was also been weird too, where like it felt like something clearly happened there, because they spent so much to get him, take such a high draft pick on him, and then like it didn't feel like there was this solid plan that everyone was ready for with him. But I had a reason, I don't remember what it was, to watch some Jaguars games. It was kind of like towards the back half of the middle of the season, somewhere in there. Maybe it was even like a Monday Night Football game, so it was like on national TV or something. And I was like, oh, he looks good. Like, it felt like he was playing a lot of receiver. I thought he looked really, really good. So hopefully he comes back strong, just one more weapon, you know? Yeah, I think the Bills are going to be the easy team to cheer for, right? Because we all respect that they've been very good. They played Mahomes and the refs a lot, and the Zebras are hard to beat, dude. The Zebras remain undefeated. And so you feel a little badly for them, but they don't look nearly as good as they have historically. The Bills was just a wall defense-wise. I didn't watch a ton of the game, so I don't want to act like I did. But yeah, the pick at the end was brutal. I did see that. Go Broncos, boo the Bills. Perfect timing over there, Wingspan. Your team is obviously still left and looks good. Looks very, very good. Hey, thank you so much for the chat, Alexa. Is it worth upgrading Yon to 5 stars? Thanks, B. Thank you for asking the Queller friend question. Absolute pain. Yeah, maybe Wednesday. I'll just wait. This is one of those times where, like, not being in the CCP, I'm just kind of... There's a lot of advantages to being in the CCP. I have a Kushala 6-star, Photon 5-star, Yondu 5-star, CG. Can you clarify just me, I mistype stuff all the time. The Ghost, it looks like Ghost Rider. Is that, oh, that's probably Cosmic Ghost Rider. Cosmic Ghost Rider. If you have 6-star Cosmic Ghost Rider, yes, rank him. If you have 7-star Kushala, rank her. Those are the sure ones. And I see Hilgendorf knows a lot about the game, so you can trust those answers too. All right, we need another champ. I don't recall who we're working with here. This is what this kind of feels like. I'm going to start using this designation more, or this description is Photon, or not Photon. Patriot is one of those, both made by the same guy, so easy to forget, and he's a photon counter. He's one of those champs that just gets the job done. Like, it's often not going to look as amazing as other ones, but you're just like, dude, I don't care how much health I come out of the fight with. I don't care how fast it goes. I just want to come out of the fight. He is a phenomenal option. And does have, like, utility that very much answers current asks. I wish he had some sort of mechanic that made the AI go aggressive when he's holding his block. My sense is there's probably a reason why they didn't do it. Like maybe it interacts oddly in game or something, and there was like negative knock-ons. Because it feels like it would have been a natural fit. So there's probably a reason. If you know what the reason is, let me know. My senses there probably is one. Who would I R2? Bishop or Silver Samurai? Probably Bishop. I think Bishop will probably be more helpful to you. My sense is if you're asking R2 questions, you're making your way through story content and stuff. He has, I don't remember if he has the immunities, but he's got the really high energy resistance. He's got the purify, punishment, and replacement for you as far as attacking. Those things can come in really, really valuable, particularly in like Act 6, 7, 8, and 6 and 7 and 8 is my memory. I'm on Act 8.46. Okay. Honestly, dude, then I would suggest waiting until you need one of them. If you just have if you have resources expiring, go with whichever one you enjoy more. If you have mutants, you have like the Purify Punishment or Purify replacements of Parry Stuns, then maybe go towards Silver Samurai. Bishop's more versatile. Silver Samurai is more towards Yelena, basically. Is this a drop channel? It's supposed to be, but what we have discovered is that drops are not running right now. I actually removed the drops live from the title. But yes, in general, this will be a drops channel, absolutely for sure. As far as like there's drops from watching it. It's more for the EQ. I need a stronger mutant. I would personally go with Bishop, unless you just really like Silver Samurai. I think Bishop just has better, more well-rounded utility. On the plus side, Patriot can hold block for a crazy duration. Yeah. I agree. It's just one of those things where I think we just will never really know. I just, reading the tea leaves a little bit, I feel like there's probably a good reason that Patriot doesn't have something like that. Drops you just got yours. Nice, Cindy. Who are you using them on? Well, that was fun. You guys here first. Hawkeye is the new 505 defender in Marvel Contest of Champions. What the heck is going on? What is... I can't dash back with Mole Man? To be clear, I'm not blaming this on the game at all. This is a me problem. He really doesn't miss. Yeah, that was weird. It felt really weird. What do I think of Lizard? I want to reform him, but he's unawakened. I think he's fitting very much in this like third tier. Like he's good. He is good. If you like him, rank him. He's good enough. If you like him and you're playing him, you know him. Yeah. There's only so many times you want to hear me say he's good over and over. I do not feel he is a top tier science champion at all. I think with Ascension, depending on how Kabam does it, in 6 months, you might hear me say things like, currently, once ascended, Lizard is the best science champion in the game. We just don't know. There's too much we don't know right now. So my recommendation is if you like them, rank them. Try not to go too crazy. Maybe hold on to some rank up resources, that sort of thing. But if you're spending in the game, it's just a different game. If you're spending in the game, and that's the way it's built, is if you're spending, then you can play moment to moment so much more carefree. If you're not, it's a bigger deal. It is. Let's see here. Let's have some fun with Kingpin. Invisible Woman's one of the few fights that I kind of saw where I was like, well, I don't want to, This season was wild. I went overseas before the brawl, and when I got back, the Bears were winning, the Chiefs were losing. Yeah. The Bears did not start off well. You don't know how it's going to go, but like, I watched them from beginning of season till end, and I guess it's not over yet, so I'm still enjoying watching them. There were a lot of glimpses of a very good team. So I would not have predicted what they're doing now. But yeah, there was a lot of glimpses of a very good team. I imagine they are ahead of schedule. But what we know about that coach, I think he expects to win the Super Bowl. I don't think he thinks they're ahead of schedule. I think he's like, this is what I planned, and I gotta respect it. I gotta like it. I'm not seeing mine either. As we know, like a lot of the those emails come in, excuse me, over a period of time. So I'm sure we'll get them. Like we're players, we're excited. We want our 6 stones. Like we're excited about it. So I think it's understandable. But I'm not sweating that mine are new. What raid boost is best for Spider Woman? I honestly don't know. I don't play her in raids. We can take a look at it though. Cat Murdoch does phenomenal graphics on this sort of thing. Thanks, B. She does phenomenal graphics, even down to like recommendations for the different boosts. My guess right now, I'm curious if this is right, is going to be the Siphon Slider, I think it's called. But I don't know for a fact if Spider Woman can even get it. So we'll have to check that out. We're still doing okay on health. Yeah, that's the correct answer. Thanks, Transcript. Oh, okay. Sorry, One Legion. You're going to see a lot of 6 stone stuff because it's going to be massive numbers. Like, I recall being shocked when they said what people were going to get. What am I doing wrong? Why didn't I get my charges? That was weird. I wasn't finishing combos. Pairing combos with BP is something I'm still not good at. That was better. That'll do it. Does anyone run him without deep wounds? I'm curious how that plays out. I don't think he has any call out for not benefiting from deep wounds, and I run it 5 of 5, so I've never played him without it. Super buffs work better. That's right. She gets the buffs. Okay. Well, you can evade Doc Ock. Yeah, so Doc Ock, I don't remember what map of AQ it was. I don't remember when at all, but he was on my memory is that he was on a AQ map. And one day I was just like, all right, I need to learn how to do this. And so I just did and just kind of kept practicing and then eventually got pretty decent at it. And then as you saw, I started trying to well-time block it there. For this. This is an interesting placement. Let me reread the node. Was this a tough fight for people, or is there something really obvious I'm not seeing? With his energy and bleed resistance, and then he's gonna auto block your specials. Am I overthinking it? Was there something really simple that I'm not thinking about? Please remind me what I. Oh. It was the tier 5 alpha. So remember the tier 5 alpha, this is on the Twitch side, were the in small doses, and it seems like Lags and some other YouTubers in CCP provided some pretty strong feedback. We're like, guys, it's going to feel really disappointing to people because it's such a small number and it's such a rare drop. It's not like you're going to be accumulating them super fast. And so it seems like Kabam, like the last minute, decided to add a huge amount of 6 stones for people that pulled it. You just kill Monger and it went okay? Oh, that's right. He's got true accuracy. Thank you. Okay, I don't have a thing on my Killmonger, so we'll use Shang. No, you must play in the most optimal way possible at all times. Snoop's how it goes. Valkyrie? Oh, that could be a good call too. Thank you. And the special 3. Hey, haven't seen the special 3 animation for Shang-Chi in quite a while. Want to make sure everyone had a chance to see it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. You know, I think I actually am having a little bit of phone issues today. I was actually talking to my wife. I think it's time for me to finally buy a new phone. Streaming phone needs an upgrade. And there we go. Valk doesn't counter the... Oh, that's right. It counts the hits into the block. Well done. I'm glad I didn't use Valkyrie. Hilgadorf, it's absolutely true. There's a reason why Metarat. I'm curious what Kabam does with that over the course of 2026. I think one of a sizable shift we saw in 2025 was the monetization of Battlegrounds. I think that's why a lot of the defenders and the like Magic Box, Magic Lock paradigm did not bother so many people is because they were not trying to compete in Battlegrounds. And it was in Battlegrounds where, you know, I think it was more difficult for people. And use him to put me up. Yeah, the left side of my screen's starting to just go. It might even just need to be cleaned a little bit, but yeah. They gave me 1-2 gems. I didn't get any 6 stones. I got the 1-2 gems earlier too. It reminded me that I placed in the 2-3 bracket, 2 to 3%. It seems like maybe for some reason it was the theory on the YouTube side was that people who placed on that side of the bracket missed out on some 1-2 gems. I think I got one of them. Is my memory? I honestly have no clue what's going on there. But the 6 stones should be coming if you pulled the tier 5 alpha. I think it's Nick Fury time. I love Shang-Chi, but his animation is so bad. It makes him look like an uncoordinated guy. I can't believe that I cannot believe I still don't have him at rank 4. Like with as many rank 4s as I now have. It just feels weird. But I don't know. I just haven't gotten there. He's amazing though. That's with the Vega Prime account, you know, that's part of what should be happening over there. I think I took him to rank, I can't remember if that account got rank, I think it was rank 2s. Come on. Love hate with BGs. So do I. The only time I truly hate it is when I let it get the best of me. Meaning like I play too much. And that happens. Like as soon, you guys, I talked about this, like as soon as I hit like Mysterium, I'm like, all right, we're in. And then I'll like, honestly, I don't waste a whole day. Obviously I have to work and I do things with my family and stuff. But like, I won't get a video done that day that I wanted to do. And so like all my MCoC time comes to the battlegrounds. And like, I didn't even end up in Mysterium. Like, why did I do this? Like, why, you know? So yeah. Oh yeah, Snoops, I would love to friendly. You're back? Oh yeah, you're back. Yeah, let's do it. Send me the request, bud. Yeah, I tried to get the 3 wins too, man. It seemed very similar. And it's funny because it's like, oh yeah, don't worry about it, Snoops. Just send me when you're ready. Is I'm like, I know that if I play, the more I play, the better I do. I know that for certain. Like over a period of time, the more I play, the better I'll do. I'm just like, when I do that, then I don't make as many videos, and then I get frustrated that I'm not making the videos, and then it's just it's a bad cycle for me. Should I be saving 7-star shards for anything? Do we know when the crystal updates? 7-star shards? No, I think just go for it. We don't know when anything else like crazy is coming. So I would just open 7s. I would increase your account, get your Titan shards, get your Ascension mats that are supposed to be coming to us. I would just open 7 stars. Any updates on when the Titan changes? It is changing, I think in 2 months. The time for that is shown on the Titan Crystal. We know Luma will be coming to the basic in a couple months. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, if you really want Luma, the basic is so huge, but I do think Luma's that good. I think if you need to increase the size of your account, I think just open. But if you've got like a pretty beefy account, you don't need anyone, then yeah, it might be worth it to hold. Thanks, B. That's a good. I didn't think of that at all, obviously. But Luma's just so good. I am still working on my Luma gameplay, so do not judge Luma on what you see unless it goes really well. With so many new rank 4 champions because of Banquet that basically my skills with all of them have suffered. In fact, I actually forgot. I thought Luma had an evade countering ability, but he doesn't. He counters miss. Although I think that was a pretty good example. Not that Diablo is some crazy tough defender, but that was a pretty good example of part of why people like myself and a lot of people in this chat love Lumitrix is he just has so many tools. Like rarely is it feel like super hard counter, just like button mashing, but the tools exist to do really, really cool stuff or just get around problems. I love Lumitrix. It's funny that because I'm sitting here, I'm like, I have so many rank fours to learn to play better, then get out showcases on that. Like I'm realizing Luma fell, back down the list. But I love playing Lumitrix, so I got to push him back up. I added you. Soups, we're in the same alliance. We should be able to just friendly request each other, right? Or is that changed too and I don't realize it? Yeah, don't worry about it, man. You got your 6? Okay, so they're coming in. That's cool to see. We can go with Chi, the Chi dog. All right, and I will do everything I can to draft Patriot Snoops. I'm so lazy, I don't even do the bi-daily objectives each season. I just do enough to get into GC. I feel like the meta, I'll play a little. I mean, that's the super healthy way to do it, right? So that's good. It's good that you have that like ability to just control it that way. The double heavy getting past mixed masters. I mean, dude, that's a great example of like, he doesn't counter evade, but he has tools in his kit. You can play him where he's like handling some evade nodes and things. Luma's a great champion. Great champion. No purpose for bans, Patriot. I'd say, okay. Yeah. We definitely want to leave Patriot in there. You have so many cool, unique champions ranked up. I don't want to ban any of them. I want you to be able to play with them. Yes, Ghost Runner, that's exactly correct. When you hit the damage cap, they get like all the power and you get all the dead. Yes. It's funny. I understand why it's there. And but I do think that's one of the mechanics that keeps raids from feeling exciting. But I also get why it's there, so it just feels kind of like a flaw a little bit. Okay, here. I'll take Spider Woman for you to give Patriot a try. I'll try to pick another science champion too, in case you don't want to do that matchup. If another science comes up. That might be an even better test, but you do whichever one you want, of course. Yeah, of course, James. It's a good thought. It's a good shout. I'm glad we're testing it. I am an Eagles fan, Alex. I am an Eagles fan. It's so weird to get used to Bullseye being drafted as a attacker. I think it's going to be one of the really interesting things of this whole meta. Yeah. It's all good. Let's have fun with it, Snoops. Just test stuff out. That's weird. So like this happens sometimes on Twitch. Is it like says welcome to the chat room? I'm like, I never left. Still getting used to the Twitch side. Thank you everyone who's like subbed and followed over there. I know they have different terms, so I think the term was actually followed, but I really appreciate you doing that. The channel got, I think, should now be monetized. I even got an alert saying, or I'm on the path to it or whatever. I got the alert saying that I hit the criteria. So I'm excited to do that and start. I think then we can start getting the emojis going and that sort of thing. So it's fun to grow and build a thing. I'm originally from that part of the country. Vega, be in Philadelphia? No, I'm actually from Southern California. I grew up in LA County outside of Los Angeles. And when I was a kid, the Rams and the Raiders left town. My dad didn't really allow us, me and my brothers, to be Raiders fans. So there was a little bit of that to it. I forgot about the reverse controls triggering while hitting into the block. God, this is where Jean just gets so difficult, right? I like her as a defender, though. I actually really like her as a defender. Like, I wish there was more Jean type defenders in the game. I do think she is fair. Sometimes nodes in situations like this, I think, make her a little too complex, but it still feels like I messed up. And that's what I like about her. See, like there, that's me just messing up. And if you're feeling really good, like when I'm feeling on my game, like there, I was trying to, you can play her really well. I've had incredible fights with her where I don't have a reverse control when I'm champion. Is that a bad sign for a Patriot in this meta, Snoops? Let us know. Oh, you screwed up. It's just you. Okay. Oh, yeah. The LA, Oakland, I guess now Las Vegas, right? And it was particularly bad because the Raiders moved multiple times. And now the Rams are back in LA. Okay. And I think the Chargers, they were in LA for a while too. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of the nature of the town a little bit. Like they love their, I'm from LA. We love our winners, but when they ain't winning, most people aren't going. These are your diehards, but yeah. And so anyways, yeah, and then Randall Cunningham, just was, he never really dominated the NFL. I guess he had that season with the Vikings, but Randall Cunningham was on like the cover of Sports Illustrated. It just was like nothing I'd ever seen before in my life. And so I was like, that's my team. And I have two older brothers and my dad, and the kind of just the mentality of the family was like, you never, you stay loyal to your team. Wow. Bullseye is a menace. So you just gotta hit the block, gain your power. Be prepared, everyone, for a tremendous amount of upsetness about the AI of this meta. It is going to be ugly. Huh. 32. Oh, you just cracked 32,000 sheets from the 6. I'm not totally sure where they're gonna go. I want to see how many I get. I actually don't know how many I'm gonna get. taking Masakure to Sig 200, I think would be really fun. He doesn't need it, but man, it helps him out a lot in the matchups where I'm going to want to use him outside of like this, where he's already getting a lot of power gain. Yeah, I got to look at my roster. I was actually hoping they'd come in while I was streaming and we could take a look at it together, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen, unfortunately. Thanks for subscribing, Wolf. I appreciate that. Anti-Venom is immune to Incinerate, right? You being tricksy over there, Snoops. I was hoping you would use Anti-Venom. He's got some amount of immunities. I just don't remember what they are. I'm pretty sure Incinerate's one of them. And he does something with unblockables. Why do you do this to me? I'm now upset with you, Snoops. In case it's not clear, I'm not actually upset with you. But, yeah. What is it? He does something... Or is this just it? The heal when you hit his block? Let me see. Let's find out. He's definitely healing a large amount. Yeah, like right there, that's it. Either there's a problem with the game or it's my phone, and I think it's my phone. That's happening. Like my characters are just not finishing animations sometimes, or not finishing combos. All right. This is going very well. Wow, holy hitboxes, it's not making sense. Alright. Now we should get it to huge precision, I believe. Oh, I'm so glad they come in as ones. That's huge. We did do it. I thought we'd be able to do a lot. I just didn't know how much. So obviously you should have just gone to the special 3 to begin with. Hit block a lot more. It is what it is. And Nico. Nico, almost as if earlier in the stream when I said she just feels so BS. she wanted to prove me right. That's why I like Nico. Nico. Yeah, Nico's gonna Nico sometimes, man. She's gonna Nico sometimes. I'll check and see if I have the stick stones. I'll do the BRA back screen. If I do, we can chat about stick stones really for a few minutes. Otherwise, I think that's going to be it for me today. Obviously, I'm not like... You guys know me as a sports fan and stuff. But I will say, like, having a little party, having a little fun, making all that food and stuff, and then your team loses, it sucks, dude. I was a little bit less happy today than I normally am when I wake up in the morning. So I appreciate you all being around and coming from hanging out for a little bit lower energy stream than we normally do. I'm happy for pretty much basically everyone else except for me and my buddy who's also who is from Philadelphia. But I'm best for everyone else that lives here in the city of San Francisco. I'm very happy for them. I actually really am. So yeah. Oh, here it is. We did get it. 400. Snoops, there was an initial message that came through way early in the stream. It was just like this generic message. It wasn't this, where there was nothing attached. Oh, okay. And it looks like maybe okay. So let's get that message out to people too to check their overflow, because I'm sure people will get pretty frustrated by it. 400. That is so many sig stones, dude. And I started saying, like, before this at all, I mean, we knew the sig stones were coming, but it's still different when they actually hit your inbox. That, like, I felt like the way they were giving out sig stones in this event, it felt like, I mean, I'm sure they're still going to monetize them, don't get me wrong, but it was like Ascension. It's like, I think this is the year of Ascension monetization, right? I don't think that's crazy. It's not like, I'm not really going out on a limb on that one, but it just really was slapping me over the head over the course of the banquet openings. And I didn't even go that deep. Like I got, like you guys saw, I got 2 to 3%. Jeez. And they're the plus ones, which I really love. I'm glad they did the plus one. Guardians at 180. I am not doing that. I don't unless Spider-Woman's like leaving the Titan. I just can't imagine why I would do that. America, I still have it rank 3. Nefaria. So I think Kindred's gonna be. I think Kindred's almost certainly gonna go. I think I should take him to 200. Nick Fury would be a smart use, although that's fine for my uses. There's like champions now that just cancel out his second life. The Godian, I think, has got to go to 200. But I'll check that out too. I want to check the curves. If you don't know what that means, like when we go and look at like Conchuzon, because the site I use, look at the line on the signature ability graph and like how much bang for your buck essentially are you truly getting for these SIGs? Like that's why we got the question earlier about like the sweet spot with SIGs. Okay, so Onslaught, Bastion. Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of champions just to top off. I think I'm probably going to prioritize the ones that aren't in crystals, so like Captain Britain, Red Guardian, and then just make my way through this. I'll see if Jean is moving out of the Titan. If she is, she's a target. Same with Carolina. And then I do want to save some for new pools, you know. The J. Jonah Jameson is Saga, so like the Saga stones we're getting over the course of Coliseum, he's gonna get them. I don't think I'm gonna put like generics into him, unless I like take him to rank 5 or something. But that's far down the line. I want to know more about Ascension first. Yeah, okay, I've got a lot of options. Is Stark Spidey worth Sig 200? Yes, but Whale Milker. Isn't that the name of Seaton's old alt account? I can't remember if there's a number off the end of it. So here's the thing with Spider-Man. Is we were talking about like sweet spots with SIGs. So like, yeah, I do. Yeah, I remember the old Whale Milker. He's worthy as far as like his power level. Let me see. Yeah, this could be a good example of showing off what I was talking about with the sweet spots and things like that. I'm trying to pull up Stark Spider-Man so everyone can see him. Shoot, I don't seem to be able to do it, unfortunately, guys. I apologize. Yeah, that's not it. Huh. I don't know why I can't. Something must be up with my OBS, so I apologize. But essentially, you want to look at the curves and like the way they go on the graph. I have mine at 50, right? And the reason is it's it's the greater power, blah blah blah, daunt, yada yada, and each charge of poise grants him an additional 1200 to 2200 critical rating, right? At Sig 50, as far as the crit rating is concerned, he's already at 17-2-1. So Luke is correct that like he's worthy of it as far as the champion is concerned, getting that to 2020, 2200. But like for my purposes and wanting to use stones in a variety of places, once I get my poise built up, he is just demolishing stuff. So you're gonna have to make those decisions. Like default answer, yes, he's worthy. Does it mean it's the right call for you? You're gonna have to figure that out for yourself. Diminishing returns just come into play a little bit too. The reward correction was this wasn't even necessarily a correction. Well, there was a rewards correction for, it seems like if you got 2 to 3% in the banquet rank rewards individual, you were supposed to get another like 1 to 2 gem, it looks like, which I got. And then the SIG stones are for people who pulled the tier 5 alpha, who Kabam had decided like day before the event went live, I think, that they would be sending the SIG stones, adding on SIG stones as well. Leo, yeah. We've been on Twitch for I think this is our 4th stream. I was got coached up, got to figure out how to do it. So we'll be dual streaming until something changes. So for this foreseeable future, and typically I'll have drops, but it seems like right now Kabam's not enabled drops yet for this week. So when that happens, we'll get the drops going and stuff. So yeah. All right, guys, I gotta bounce. I really appreciate you all hanging out. As usual, it's a lot of fun. Hopefully tomorrow I'm a little more upbeat. Yeah, I'm sure I will be. I'll get excited about the rest of the NFL and stuff like that. And we'll have fun playing this game. Gotta figure out some 6 stone stuff now. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Take care. Bye-bye.